Hey everybody, it's Greg from Park Journey here with you again from Six Flags Magic Mountain. As you can see, I'm standing in front of what was formerly the DC Universe. Not sure what it's going to be now, but we're here obviously for a Wonder Woman Flight of Courage update. Lots of stuff to look at since our last update. We're also going to have a separate update for Tatsu and the rest of the park, just because there's so much going on. We don't want to have like a 35-minute update, so we'll go ahead and split this update into two. So one thing I will mention, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here at the park, and here's the part where I make you all jealous, about 85 degrees here in Southern California at Magic Mountain today. So yeah, it's a great day to be at the park, not very busy at all. Gonna ride a few things, get some pictures and video. I even got the good camera today, so definitely going to have a lot of pictures up on the site, so make sure you check out the update when we get it posted. Before I get into the update, make sure you click below to subscribe. Thanks. All right, everybody, so here we have the walls in front of what was DC Universe. If you remember from our last update, this was basically just a red wall, and then I had mentioned that I had it on a pretty good resource that it was going to be some graphics, and you can see here basically just stuff from the press release and everything that they put out last year about Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, just announcing that it's coming. So we'll go ahead and take a look around here and check this all out. Looks absolutely great, obviously much better than just a painted wall. Wonder Woman, her emblem there. Then as we move around, just a look at all of the different stuff. The artwork, which is all great. So all the artwork was pretty amazing that they put out last year as well. So I'm super excited, obviously, for Wonder Woman. Supports are going up, so we'll head over to the other side in just a few minutes here. We're gonna kind of take some looks around this area, and then some work going on in the former location of the Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, which is the roundup. Oh look, they left the hole for us. How nice of them. Let's see if they probably covered it up there, didn't they? Oh, look at that. So yeah, you can see the work going on in there. So as we move around to the other side here, I'm just going to back up here, and so you can see what is going on with Lasso of Truth. So you can see they are working on the very top portion of the ride building, or the queue building, as we move around. And I'm just going to keep talking because I don't want this music to mess up our views, or I'm going to have to re-record this video when I get home. So if you think I'm just rambling, I'm actually just trying to cover up the background music from the basketball game. But anyway, you can see here, it looks like they're replacing some wood and painting it. Still not sure what this is going to be, but it would make sense if they were just going to rename that the Flash. They've already got the signage for the Flash, obviously, from the Flash attraction that was there previously, so I would not be surprised to see that renamed to the Flash at this point. But yeah, again, definitely lots of work going on this side of the attraction, and then we'll go ahead and move over around to the other side to get a look at what's going on with this board. Let's kind of loop around here. So there is a crane over on that side where they are installing the supports. Obviously the footers have been done for quite some time, but again, we will obviously head over in that direction and take a look at what's going on with Wonder Woman. And one last thing I'll mention before I head over to the other side is obviously they are going to be holding on to that world record of their 20th coaster, so they're kind of taking it back, as it were, after Green Lantern left. And Green Lantern was out here. I asked him what happened to his attraction, and he said that Batman got jealous, so he gave it away. So, and then over from this side, you can see again more work going on with the former Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. All the work. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good. They're doing some painting. Obviously it needed to be repainted. It looks like more of a white paint going on than the gray that was there. So it looks like they're definitely trying to make this area brighter. Again, not sure if it's going to be DC Universe at this point, but we'll see. Also, it looks like Revolution actually might be closed. I have not seen it run. So possibly for installation of the supports. It looks like Riddler's Revenge might be closed today as well. But again, once we get over there, we'll take another look at it. So I'm walking over to Scream to take a quick ride. I haven't ridden it yet this year. So one thing you'll notice as I was just doing my update, there's park guests here, and sometimes they get in the way. I don't get upset. I was like, yeah, you're in my update. I don't care. It's just, this is the way we do it. I'm here to, do this. They're here to enjoy their day in the park. So whatever I can do to make sure that they don't have a rough day in the park and I'm not getting in their way, not the other way around. I don't care if people get in my way. I care if I get in the way of other people. So something that we've always been conscious of whenever we do updates. So you just kind of saw an example of it. Usually we'll cut that stuff out, but I'm not going to cut it out this time. I feel good about having a nice day in the park. I'm in a good mood. So, all right, I'm heading over to Scream. So here's a look at the other side of the wall here. Just another Wonder Woman barrier. And then you can see the wall goes all the way around to the games. Random thought as Crazanity is going. I think there might be more people watching Crazanity than actually riding Crazanity. It is definitely one of the funnest rides to watch, obviously. See people's reactions, and a lot of people just watch it and be like, nope, I'm not riding that. All right, everybody, so here we are approaching Wonder Woman. Lots of footers and supports have been, footers have been there for a while. Lots of new supports. And big hole in the fence, yay! So yeah, it looks like we might get some good stuff going on here today. So you can see the crane is here. They are actively working over here as they get ready for the summer opening. So you can see here, it's like the turnaround part and a few other supports have already been installed. And then it's again, hill crane here. They are working and installing another piece. So as we walk around, hopefully we'll be able to take a look at them installing. So you can see here they've got some footer or some supports in place. Basically all they need to do, they've already put them next to the footers they belong to, and then they just need to lift them into place, obviously. So let's take a look at what's already been done here. So here we've got, again, some footers on the turnaround, and then you see that the additional supports that need to be added to those supports that are already in at the base. Again, just around the base there, so they know where to put stuff. Obviously they know pretty well where to put stuff. But here's the one right there in front. I'll circle this in the video. You can see they've got the very bottom part, and then they'll put the other support right on top of that, where that angle is there. That will eventually house the track of the coaster. And then as we move around here, again, you'll see, I'm going to back up here. Again, they are tying down a support right now. So they are working today, which is great to see. So yeah, they're just getting ready. Yep, here we go. They're going to start lifting this support into place. And here we go. Try to zoom in here just a little bit. Kind of hard with the fence. Kind of back up a little bit here. Get a better shot. But here we go. The support is going into place. So once they get it, in the spot where it needs to go, it's really not that long of a process to get the support where it needs to go. Obviously, they line it up with the bolts on the footer. They've got the crane that hoists it into place. They put the holes of the support in the basically screws, big screws that are in the footer, and then they basically bolt it in. So really, like I said, once they actually get everything into the place where it needs to go, getting these supports up really isn't that time consuming. It's just obviously making sure that it's at the right angle, it's in the right spot, which obviously they know because they're professionals, they know what they're doing. So again, here's a look at what they've done so far. I'll kind of go around the other side too, get some pictures and video of the other side here. So it is that bright red Wonder Woman. Looks absolutely great. So definitely looking forward to seeing more of this come up. And then you can see here the support they've done. Now you can see the two guys there at the bottom that are basically lining it up, putting it in the right spot, and then they'll lower it down to where it needs to go. And then they're basically just checking their markers to make sure that it's in the right spot. So it's always a really cool process to see. Looks like it's actually not for that spot where it was, so they're gonna move it around to another spot here. But you can see there, again, if I can try kind of zoom in here, the way that the footers are set up. So you can see it's got a hole right in the middle where it goes right in the footer, it lines it up. Well, it looks like we might actually get a good shot of it coming. It's coming around this side. It's always cool to see these crane operators at work. It's a cool job, I think. The triumphant Metropolis music certainly fits. And you see they're now spinning it around to make sure that it's in the right spot that lines up with the footer. Just super cool. I hope they're doing a time lapse of this. It'd be pretty cool to see it all come together. They should do that for every coaster. So I'm going to head around to the other side to see what we can see from over there as they're getting ready to put this in place. So on the other side here, again, you can see all of these footers that are ready to be raised into place and what they've done so far. And then the footer that they've actually just put in there. And as always, I got to fight with Riddler's Revenge because she's super loud. But yeah, they are definitely putting some stuff into place there for Wonder Woman. So it'll be interesting to see over the next couple of days. You know, once they start vertical, you know, it's really it doesn't take too long. And obviously with this, you know, very hot Southern California weather we're having today, you know, it's nice working conditions. Don't have to deal with the weather and stuff like that. So yeah, looking really good. Definitely excited to see the progress on this. As it's moving pretty quickly now. So here we can see guy getting up on the little scissor lift here, the lift to look at the support. And I'll go ahead and zoom in there on the fence there so we can all see the support that they just installed. But we'll take a look and see what this guy's doing. Quite possibly just unhooking the rope. No, it's still wobbling a little bit. Probably not time to unhook it yet. Maybe just give it a little bit more leverage getting into spot there. So here I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. You can see here top what he's doing, and then the bottom there is right between that hole in the fence. You can see where the support is actually going. Yeah, so he's just unhooking the rope there. Crane will go away. And then they'll come down here. He's gonna tie the, it looks like he's gonna, oh yeah, the rope slips down. And then as we go, you'll see the bottom of the support there. And then here you go, there you can see he's got a BFW. He's basically got his BFW and he is gonna tighten these things. And if you don't know what a BFW is, put it in the comments. But I'm sure you can all figure out what a BFW actually is. But a family show, so I don't want to say what it is. But yeah, I mean, basically as simple as that. He's, you know, putting together IKEA furniture. You got your crane, you got your lift, and then your BFW tightening everything up. Obviously, that's not the final tightening, but you just kind of get it into place there. And you can see, I'll just try and zoom in here. You can see, you know, there's. They haven't tightened in everything. It's basically every other bolt, so to speak. And then, yeah, they'll get it in there. So it's just you know, they've got their process. And then, as I mentioned here, you can see the supports that are ready to get lifted into some pretty tall ones over here. As you can see, so this one here basically they've put together 3 sections. The one that's right in front there, so that's a pretty tall one. So yeah, they've got, and then you can see there's also, in this one they just did, there's also another little support there, so they'll probably, between 2 supports, they'll put some kind of additional support in between the 2 supports there, obviously for the coaster forces and things like that. But yeah, looking good. I love seeing this stuff in action. So again, over here, we'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's about 15, 16 supports that have been installed, at least the bottom portion. Some of these will have additional supports added, obviously, and then eventually, of course, the track on it. So again, you see the one that they just installed right there. So yeah, looks like they'll have to do some touch-up paint on some of these at some point, I'm sure. Because obviously when you're working with things and moving things around, you do get some scratches and such, but they'll take care of all that, of course. But yeah, lots of really good progress coming on too. And then over on this side here, more supports. You can see some caps have been added to some of the footers there, and then supports basically all the way down. They basically got them all lined up. So I would say probably within the next week or so, they'll get all of these ones over here lifted in place. It actually looks like they're putting another one in place right now. So just, as I was mentioning earlier, I'll back out here a little bit. But yeah, they basically had one, and then now, shut up, Riddlers. So they basically, within the span of 15 minutes, they got 2 up there. So they're definitely just moving down the line and getting everything in there. So. Yeah, really great progress. So I hope you all enjoyed seeing that. So we'll definitely have some more. Looks like we might have to get back to coming for weekly updates. We were coming every other week just because, not really much going on. But at this point, I'm pretty sure that we are going to have to get back in the habit of coming up weekly, which is not the worst thing in the world, right? When you live next to or close-ish to a world-class theme park, obviously coming for a weekly visit is not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, so there we go. Lots of stuff going on, and then he's gonna do the same process as before. He's gonna go up the lift here, the scissor lift or the GLG lift. He's gonna unhook the rope, and then they'll come back with their BFW and tighten it up. And there he goes. He's tightening it, putting the bolts on, and BFW right there. So obviously, a lot of planning comes into this stuff, and once they get to this point, it's just, installation. Really cool process. Really cool to see it. Glad we were here. All right, everybody, so that's going to wrap it up for the Wonder Woman Flight of Courage portion of our update, or for our update. So we're gonna head over now and look at Tatsu, take a look what's going on over there with the paint job. A lot of progress there. So I'll link to that update here. I'm gonna put them both up at once. So by the time you get to the end of watching this, if you've watched the entire length of it, the Tatsu video, paint job video should be up and running. If not, it'll be here eventually. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all of the incredible support over the last few weeks. Appreciate it. We've got a lot of really cool stuff coming up, so stay tuned.